That's not a defect in the picture, no, because I've seen them in other images from different orbiters. But you see that you don't see all the buildings that's supposed to be there because they erased and they painted over. They overexposed. They use some kind of tampering deal that scrub down the image and make it look like it's exactly like our Peter Neal showing the moon is your worst nightmare. The exact same type of image that looks like there's nothing there when in fact that shit is crawling with structure. And then look, there is a cylindrical object right there, stuck into the surface of the moon. Look, there's another one right there. That might be the same one. No, they're huge. And they have this dark color, dark metal color, like a dark gray. These are the objects. That's the same one that Dr. Berglund showed in Remakers of Saturn. They were spewing fumes all over the moon and Mars and making the rings of Saturn, rebuilding the ring. I mean, this object gets inside the moon crust and they like you sticking a hot knife into butter. They don't park on top of it, no, they just stick into the crust. So imagine what kind of knowledge that they can become part of the crust. That's what those things are parked like. So there's another one right up here. And you can see they've been serviced or I don't know what they're doing. This is a space station. And look, there's another one right there. They look like submarines. Look at that dark one right there. Where is it? Right there, look. But you can tell that, you can see that it's only part of it showing. This thing is just stuck inside the thing, so as long as I can see, it might be just part of the whole piece right here and that one over there. But you see the grid, that might be just one enormous object that you can only see pieces of it sticking out from under the crust. Because you can see that the crust and the objects are two different things. And right there, look. See how they're stuck inside the crust. Like I say, like a hot knife inside a piece of butter. Now that's a hell of a freaking technology. We couldn't even dream of something like that. No, I don't think the military-industrial complex might have some few share in a quantum teleportation disk, but this is a total different game. These are the ones that you don't mess with this shit. These are dad's toys, dad's helper, or I don't know. Look at the size of that deal right there. Look. And they are like, you can see the grid. And then you see how the space was supposed to be a space. It's all this translucent deal. Showing, like I say, his fingers and hands. It's all like that, plastered from side to side, up and down and deep. Or we cannot see it. Only electro-optical devices, cameras. And of course, the more specialized the camera, the more you can see. Infrared, near and far, ultraviolet, near, far and extreme, X-rays. We just don't have, I mean, shoot. Look at the grid in this deal. You can see how the deal is designed in a specific patterns. Look at the squares, and that's how Earth is designed also, and every single planet and moon is designed like that. It's all design. None of this deal is that shit they told us that, oh, this shit, the primordial soup and they form this way. That's a whole bunch of bullshit. The scientists have been telling us bedtime stories because they don't know. They don't even know how the hell this moon came about. Well, Dr. Bergeron said that thing was towed, and the vehicle that towed it is in the Tsiolkovsky crater, which is the image that I posted. Unfortunately, that image was tampered with. The lake is not a correct deal. It doesn't have the full, but I found another image that has was in the vehicle, and it is a vehicle. It has two spherical things on the side, one on each side. And it's not a lake, and it's not, no. That thing is a glassy looking thing filled with tubes and stuff that it goes deep inside the moon. It's just, I mean, people don't study the images the way they're supposed to, and the investigators they're just missing the whole deal. They don't look at the images, they look at one thing and that one thing only. They don't see what's around there. And look at this enormous finger here on top of the heel. Look at that. And that's a fingernail. Boom. So this whole shit is designed like that. So the question that begs is, are there really entities there, or that's just a make-believe? And they've been, all I know is that those astronauts, when they came back, they looked freaked out. They didn't look jumping up and down, oh, cool shit, wow. They looked like somber. But what they saw was really freaky. And it is freaky. When you start really studying this deal, how Phobos, Moon, and Mars full of structures, and I mean every single planet is the same way, and Moon. It's just the people don't want to go there. They don't. It's too heavy to think about it. Oh, I have to get up in the morning and work and pay my bills and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's the design. That's a shit design from some asshole long time ago that decided that we got to divide Earth into little countries and make this chicken coop shit and money. The money system that made people create criminality, create poor, unhappy, create all kinds of misery and shit, and wars. I mean, they tamper the hell out of this image, oh boy. If I darken, it gets too dark. If I brighten, it gets too bright. But it's because that's what happened. They blasted the shit with some, overexposed. They did a lot of tampering to cover up all the sculptures. But the ghostly deals is there, all the structures and shit, exactly like our Peternell showed, Robert Peternell. You can see that they have, I mean, there's a lot of stuff there, I mean, a lot of it. It's just that it's difficult to people just don't want to look into these kind of things. They don't want to think about it. It's too hard for them. People they just don't want to fool with it. Look at that, the two electromagnetic vehicles might be just one, I don't know. It looked like two of them, but then at one point it looked like it's just one, it's just an enormous shit that is, is blended into the crust. You see the deal right there? See those dark gunmetal looking, those are electromagnetic vehicles, EMVs. And look, 1, 2, 3, might be just one, I don't know. Well, you can see that and there's another one, a smaller one here, and then this enormous one up here on the hill, or what is supposed to look like the hill. And specifically right here, look at the grid, like a city. Look at that right there. What the heck is that? Well, there is something there, but they delete the shit out of it. I can see there's stuff there. The outline, the ghostly outlines of a sculpture, and look at the fingernails. Look at it, boom, boom. You can see them all over the place. Look at that. And then you see how it's cut, because that is one enormous freaking vehicle right there. Look at the size of that sucker. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that thing, my. This is one huge ass object, man. Look at that. That is one massive ass object. Look at that. That's the object and that's the horizon right there. Think about how big the socket really is. And you can see the top of it right on top of the hill. Look, right there. Look. You can see the very top of it. Boom. It looks like a freaking Russian submarine. One of those mammoth. Well, compared to this, that is just a tiny little freaking fly compared to these objects. Imagine 30,000 miles, the one that Dr. Bergman saw and the rings of Saturn. Gee. Earth all around is 25,000 miles. Just think about that. 30,000, and that wasn't even the biggest one. That was an okay size. I've seen on Soho a posted object bigger than the sun itself. Well, now you know that the environment is that of all these deals. Look, the same thing you see here. Fingers and the fingernails here. Boom, boom, boom. You can see it. Look at that. The oval shape of a fingernail, probably an index. But that index is part of a bigger one. And that bigger one is part of an even bigger one. And it gets enormous. But we don't see it. That shit is all around us. We just don't see it.